What's up, Madden community? MT Squared back with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video, and today we're going to talk about my top 5 quarterbacks entering Madden Ultimate Team and the abilities they should be getting. I put this list together based off of 3 factors. First, their actual attributes: short, medium, deep accuracy, throw power, speed, etc. Secondly, I took into consideration the abilities that each quarterback should get entering MUT 23 based off of their archetype and what abilities that archetype got in MUT 22 at their overall. And I'll show you the abilities each QB would have gotten in MUT 22 with their overall. So let me stress this: none of the ability information discussed in this video is confirmed. It is simply comparing the same overalls of each archetype from this year to last year and the abilities those cards had. And the third factor was each quarterback's release type. EA does tend to change releases from year to year, but not drastically and not usually with a ton of cards. So at this very moment, we don't know what each quarterback's release will be. So I will use MUT 22 as a reference point, which will give us a good idea. If you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button and subscribe so you can see my daily videos. And starting off at number 5, I've got Joe Burrow on my list. Now, why do I have him on my list, you ask? Glad you asked. So Joe Burrow has pretty good throwing stats, not great compared to other QBs in the game, but still pretty good. He's got 71 speed, 85 throw power, 84 short accuracy, 84 medium, 83 deep, 82 throw under pressure, 81 throw on the run, and 79 play action. In MUT 22, Burrow had the traditional 1 release, which is the same as Brady's release was. It's considered to be about the 3rd best release in the game. The biggest reason he is so high on this list, though, is his archetype and the abilities that he should get at the start of the game. So in MUT 22, there was only 1 quarterback in the game that had the field general archetype. There were 485 overall field generals, though: Sam Bradford, Sam Darnold, Johnny Unitas, and the Peyton Manning pre-order 85. All 4 of these cards got the same exact abilities as the 86 overall Trevor Lawrence. So I'm expecting Joe Burrow to also get those abilities. Unless EA changes the abilities for specific archetypes, these are what I would expect an 85 to 86 overall field general archetype to get. RG did say on stream that tier 1 abilities will be free and that most players except offensive linemen would have abilities that cost 1 AP in that bucket. So I would expect any abilities in tier 1 that cost 2 AP or more to only be available in tier 2. Some popular abilities that Burrow should have access to in tier 1 are long range deadeye, red zone deadeye, sideline deadeye, and identifier, if you like to know who your opponent is using. In tier 2, he gets all of those plus inside deadeye, pocket deadeye, quick draw, and in my opinion, one of the most useful abilities at the start of the game: set feet lead. This ability allows a quarterback to have increased throw power when having set feet. This ability is huge at the start of the game and definitely gives field generals archetypes a leg up at the start of the game. So if you are new to Madden Ultimate Team, I would definitely suggest that you play a challenge without this ability and then play it with the same quarterback with this ability. You will definitely notice a big difference in the velocity, the arc being straighter, and the time it takes the ball to get to its target. All right, so next at number 4, I've got Aaron Rodgers. I would be pretty surprised if him being down here doesn't surprise a lot of you people, but it could probably even be argued that Burrow would be a more useful QB on day 1. Rodgers also has the best release in the game, and there's no reason to think he won't get it again this year. He's got great throwing stats. He's got 72 speed, 87 throw power, 87 short accuracy, 87 medium, 85 deep, 88 throw under pressure, 87 throw on the run, and 85 play action. But his ability options are going to be trash. Unless EA really changes the improviser archetype this year, which I really hope they do. But look at this. These are the abilities that every improviser archetype got last year that was an 87 overall in MUT 22. Tier 2 abilities are supposed to be very usable. What do you put on them? Roaming Deadeye for 2 AP, not worth it in my opinion. Quick Draw, use it if you want. But Rodgers, honestly, in my opinion, really won't be that useful until he gets his first upgrade. And the only reason I have him on this list is because his throwing stats are really good and he has the best release in the game. At number 3, I've got Tom Brady. He has a blazing 57 speed with 85 throw power, 87 short accuracy, 84 medium, 84 deep, 81 throw under pressure, 73 throw in the run, and 85 play action. Honestly, this card is really good, so long as you don't like to scramble outside the pocket, and you have to expect his speed and throw in the run are going to be low. In MUT 22, he had the traditional 1 release, which was considered, again, to be about the 3rd best release in the game. Brady will get the same abilities as Joe Burrow, so feel free to take a look at these abilities again, but I definitely recommend set feet lead in tier 2 and tier 1. Again, you can play around with labbing abilities if you want, since the tier 1 abilities are free, but pick something that fits your play style. And at number 2, I've got Justin Herbert. I put Herbert here praying to the Madden gods that they will fix his release. He had the worst release in the game in MUT 22, and there's no way it should be that way. He is a perfect example of someone EA needs to change this year. So he does have good stats with 78 speed, 87 throw power, 85 short accuracy, 82 medium, 85 deep, 81 throw under pressure, 84 throw in the run, and 82 play action. He gets the same ability as Burrow and Brady, and that's why I have him here at number 2. You've heard me say it twice already with field generals. You definitely want to put set feet lead on him. If they don't fix his release, though, I would say Brady would be ahead of him, even with the speed differential, but it all comes down to your play style. So I'm going to guess that Brady and Herbert will both be around the 100,000 coin mark at the start of the game. Herbert probably higher because of the speed, and there will be a lot of people running Chargers theme teams at the start of the game. They definitely have the number 1 theme team without a doubt for the start of the game. And if you want a more budget-friendly quarterback option, I would say go with Burrow. He might cost you more like 50 to 75,000 coins at the most. All right, so no surprise here. At number 1, I've got Josh Allen. I expect his price to probably be around the 250 to 300,000 coin range because of multiple reasons. If Herbert's release doesn't get fixed, anyone who plays competitively is not going to use him. Rodgers is not going to be used because he has no good abilities, and Brady's too slow. So that really just leaves Josh Allen. If you're thinking I'm forgetting about someone at this point, I'm not. Patrick Mahomes is not on my top 5 list on purpose. His downfall is the same as Rodgers. He is an improviser archetype, the worst archetype in the game, with no good abilities to start the game. He doesn't have the release Rodgers has, which is why Rodgers is in the top 5 and Mahomes isn't. That new Carson Wentz headliners promo card, same thing. He's an improviser archetype. I would 100% rather use Joe Burrow over Mahomes at the start of the game. All right, so getting back to Josh Allen, obviously this card is sick, and that's why he is going to be so damn expensive to start. In MUT 22, he had the generic 3 release, which was considered to be about the 2nd best release in the game. He's got 80 speed, 89 throw power, 84 short accuracy, 83 medium, 84 deep, 84 throw under pressure, 89 throw in the run, and 81 play action. And for abilities, you've got options. He's a strong arm archetype, so things will look a little different here. There were 2 strong arm 88s in MUT 22. Both had the same abilities. It was Matthew Stafford and I think Jim Kelly's legend card. If the abilities in MUT 23 are the same, I would recommend in Tier 1 going with Pocket Deadeye or Long Range Deadeye, depending on your playstyle. And remember, according to one of the streams, we saw RG say, with the exception of offensive linemen, no abilities will cost more than 1 AP in Tier 1, so do not expect set feet lead to be in Tier 1 for Josh Allen. In Tier 2, he should have access to that, and also Pass Lead Elite, which was a very popular ability last year. Set feet lead gives increased throw power when throwing the ball with set feet. Pass Lead Elite gives increased throw power when leading bullet passes. The main advantage to this over set feet is that you can be on the move and the ability will still be effective. So lots of options in Tier 2 for Allen, but I would definitely say to use one of those 2. Let me know in the comments who you guys plan on using on day 1 of Madden Ultimate Team. I really would like to go with Josh Allen personally, but I think I will probably start with Herbert or Brady on day 1 since they'll be much cheaper, and maybe about a week into the game, I'll have enough saved up for Josh Allen. There's just too many cards I want to spend coins on, and I think Allen will have to wait a bit. One last thing, for those of you watching this video after the abilities have been announced, I will pin a comment in this video with the confirmed abilities for each of the top 5 QBs. And that's it for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy it or found it helpful, hit that like button and subscribe so you can see my daily videos. And thank you for watching this video.